So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. And we have got, what do we got here for you? Oh my God. We have an insane Diaper Beast here coming up. This episode is going way longer than I meant it to, so we're going to kick it into overdrive. Let's go into the lightning round of the show. Wow. The Diaper Beast, by the way, always tune out when we start doing diaper coverage. So that's fun. All right. So Red Bar has jumped the shark officially. Officially, it's over. This is, you're no longer the cool cult comedy thing that you might have once been, or might have, I don't even know if that's what he was trying to do, but the virus of being famous has taken him over. And this is the thing. There's a thing about Jump the Shark that people get wrong a lot. I want to be clear about something. If you don't know the phrase Jump the Shark, it comes from the show Happy Days, where infamously there's this scene where the Fawns, who, by the way, in the world of Happy Days is the king of cool. Let's go over some features of the Fawns real quick. He's 5'6", Jewish, wears a leather jacket, and tells everybody that he is cool.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
So, I don't know if there's any parallels to draw there, but infamously, the Fawns, the coolest guy, got on some water skis and skied over top of a shark. And I believe this happened, and remember, Happy Days takes place in the 50s, but I believe this happened because Jaws had just come out in the 70s. And so through osmosis, copying, basically, Happy Days did it first. So the joke of it is that that's when Happy Days lost its footing. Here's what people think. People think that it means that is when a show stops being popular. They think that it means that is when a show starts being, like, people start tuning out because it makes no. It just means that the show is no longer what it once was. It's lost its own plot. And of course, the thing about the Happy Days instance of this is that episode is one of the most popular episodes, and not after the fact, not retroactively. They got tons of viewers live on that episode, and some of the most popular episodes of Happy Days ever happened after Jumping the Shark. The entire Mork and Mindy spinoff came from a Robin Williams appearance after Jumping the Shark. They were never more popular than after Jumping the Shark. Just something to think about. So let's go to one of the biggest nerds I've ever seen and one of the most pathetic Diaper Beasts you will ever encounter. I don't know this guy's name and I refuse to learn. Is that okay? This is called My Red Bar Setup. And on a previous installment of Red Bar Diaper Beasts, I showed you that all of the guys in Red Bar's Facebook group love showing their Red Bar setup, which is them sitting in front of a TV, watching Red Bar, and then they show that they've got their plate, their decanter of alcohol, their Mersh style decanter, their bong, and their dog. And that's somehow supposed to make them relate to Mike David instead of look like a dork. Here's this guy. This guy wanted to outdo them all. Okay. Wait a second. Here we go. My Red Bar setup. Watch this. All right. So Red Bar is going live. So now here you go. So here's a guy and he's in a suit because he doesn't get Red Bar. And he's got a BMW. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, they're all the same. Every single one of these guys, they're Mersh, basically. He's showing off that he's got a Beamer. So this guy, he doesn't understand what it is, what the cool part of Red Bar is supposed to be. He thinks it's being just that Mike lies and says he's rich. By the way, how do you think he paid for that studio? In the middle of his biggest health crisis of all time, he's constantly seeing the doctors. It must have been draining his bank account. He somehow moved halfway across the country, ran out of money, and had to stop in Arizona. I don't know if you know this. Red Bar moved from Chicago, and he meant to move to LA. He talked about moving to LA for years. And then halfway there, they're in Arizona, and they're like, fuck, we don't have any money. We're done. Shit, stop the car. I guess we live here now. I've never even seen that before. It's never happened in the history of human beings ever, outside of, just hunter-gatherers. Since the highway system was developed, rarely has anybody just gone, well, this is where our gas tank got us. We live here now. So they moved to Tucson, Arizona. Okay? Which is crazy. So, and how do you think they built that studio there? He had to have been running out of money. This was in the middle of COVID, by the way. Inflation going up like crazy. Healthcare bills going up like crazy. I seem to recall news stories about some mischievous little black folks taking out PPP loans during COVID that they never paid back for businesses such as Reparations Inc. and we about to get ours.com. They're brand new businesses they started. Just something to think about. All that new equipment, all that big new commercial space, a brand new apartment, middle of COVID. I don't know, just interesting stuff. So Mike pretends he's rich. This guy thinks, how do I look rich? I'll show that I drive a shitty BMW and I wear a suit, a madman suit. Mike hasn't been a madman since 2012. So now he gets into his Beamer. Okay. Beamers are very important to these guys. By the way, he's in a public garage, so already poor. Here he shows, I got to stop this audio. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop the audio for a little bit because it's a copyrighted song. So he shows that he's driving out of this this is like the shitty garage that everyone uses in an apartment building. So you live in an apartment, that's not rich either. By the way, I don't care if it's like a really nice condo, you're still poor. And now it's a whole thing. All right, this is a big to-do. He's got to show his Red Bar setup. He's got to show up every other guy who's ever smoked weed on Facebook. So now we're driving across town. And where are we going? I don't know what this city is. Somewhere in Minnesota or something, I think. All right, and he's getting closer and closer to the city. We really did not need to include all of this. Got to be honest. No real reason for this. All right, we're almost there. We're pulling up. And where is this? Another public garage. Great. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely show the part where you pay to park. Perfect. Wow. They don't just let anybody into this place, Jules. And here you go. Oh, he's at a cinema. Wow. That's okay. So he's going to do now. All right. Now you know the bit, by the way. Bit over. He's going to watch it at a movie theater. Which, by the way, if he's going to watch it at a movie theater, then I might as well let you guys watch it on the big board. Are we doing this? There we go. Big board. Sorry, we haven't had the big board was a little rusty. Okay, we haven't used the big board in a while. Okay, so now he's going off to the movie theater. All right. Look at, he's got cool Joe Biden aviator sunglasses. I'm sure it's some cheap brand. And look, he's got the keys. It says closed on the door. He's got the key. This is his own private movie theater where he is illegally, he's actually an employee there, and he's illegally opening it up just to use it for himself against his boss's wishes. He goes to show you that he knows how a breaker box works. That's cool. This idiot went to the trouble to go out to the sign. You know, the sign where they put up letter by letter what movies are playing? This dude took 2.5 hours to put Red Bar Scars Club, Give It a Year, host Mike David, produced by Jules and Mike David on the sign. By the way, if I was walking by this cinema and I saw this sign and I wasn't allowed to come in and watch it too, that's called false advertising. You're not allowed to do that.